Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Happy Sat-Turd-Day. Get it? Saturday, turd. I brought the bag of turds out today because Scrapper that delivers called me Wednesday night. He said, hey, I got 5 mowers on the trailer tomorrow. I'm going to pick up a pool cage. I really need to move these mowers off of the trailer to have room for the aluminum. And I said, sure, bring them by. So he brought 5 glorious turds with 3 bags. So I gave 60, $10 each for the mowers, and then the 3 bags, $3.33 each for those, for a grand total of 60 buckaroos. You notice this hyper crap in the background. We had picked this one up last week. It had internal damage. It's only a 2-year-old machine, 2022. So I saw this on the trailer and I knew right away what this engine was going to do. It's going to go from here to here. The reason being, they're both 125cc, 4.5 foot-pounds, both 20-inch blades, which that doesn't matter. But the deal with this baby 20, I'll show you here in a minute. I'll bring you around back. It's rusted out badly. I can't sell it the way it is. So I'm hoping this kicks off. We got an issue with the rope right away. That's been tied up. No filter or cover, so this gets the little turd award. So I kind of was looking at this a few minutes ago, and this looks like it was near some pool chemicals. Chlorine will do that, chlorine bleach. If you ever seen a pool truck, the whole back end gets this kind of flaky rust, or this could be salt water. If it's out near the beach, I've seen them get this really Traverse City, Michigan rust. So this thing here is structurally unsound. The engine has the same bolt pattern. I would just clean this up here and do some black spray paint and put it on this nice looking deck. We looked at this deck before. The deck's in perfect condition on this hyper crap. So I'm wondering if we can try to start this. Notice the safety brake cable's off. I thought maybe we could juice this. So let me try to get organized here, and then we'll just move down the row to the other turds. Let me try to get that cable hooked up. We'll juice it and see if it kicks off. A couple of these back wheels are rubbing against the handle, so those are shot. Oh, I see. I can break this back wheel off by hand. The frame is so rusty, the deck is so rusty, the wheel's ready to fall off. So let me put this cable on. So they basically used this thing until it was unsafe. Okay, great. The cable seems to work. It pulled down, but it won't release, so it needs some lubrication. I don't care about that. Let me get a clip. Let me get a clip for the handle. We'll give it a juicing. And this may be a good candidate for the 2022. Maybe we should check oil. Does it even have gas? It's got a little bit of gas. Why don't we do this? Just prime it and pull and see if it starts on its own. Harvey, the homeowner, might have gotten scared of this thing. I'm sure it was kicking up quite a bit of debris through that hole. Slightly overfilled, but not terribly bad. At least it's got oil in it. This thing might have been a submerged unit. Been getting a lot of those from Hurricane Milton. We did some previous videos and found a couple of machines had been submerged. The reason I say that is I see a lot of red, rusty water stains right here. Okay, let's prime it. Little bit of maybe gas in the tank, could be water. Let's see. No compression. No compression, so this is going to be a lousy candidate. Let me juice it anyway. So my dreams and hopes were shattered. Here comes the mailman. So nitro starting fluid. But I don't think we got compression. Okay, gave it some. What's he giving me today? Bills? Let me see. Oh, he's going to the package rack. What do I got for a package? Or is it political junk mail? Political junk mail. Okay, let's go. Oh, it felt like it wanted to kick off. Anyway, let's keep moving. Let me just see if it's got a blade. Felt like it was pulling over. Like I said, no compression. If it's not getting that momentum from the blade, it'll act like that. Okay, no blade, no adapter. So why did they do that? Take the blade. So I'd have to throw another blade adapter on it and try it over again. So we'll make a mental note of that on the 2018 Bolens. So this still may be a good candidate. It's just hard to start without that blade momentum, especially if it's got issues I've got to overcome, like a dirty carb or watery carb. I won't even bother checking the gas. I got my turkey baster. I could check the gas. Well, hell, why not? It's Saturday. It's late in the day. I kind of slept in, went to Costco. Today was a totally unproductive day as far as mowers. I've been working a lot this week at my day job, and I guess I needed some rest. I slept in, went to Costco, bought some candy. I'm going to Lakeland on Halloween. Oh yeah, you can see it right now, debris and water. Should have did this first because I was just wasting my time. We have, it's settled out in like 15 seconds. We have 10% fuel, 90% water. Let me get you up here. Got my pickle jar in action. I'll show you from here. You can see the debris layer. Trust me, that wouldn't have started on its own anyway without the blade. Okay, let's move up to another baby 20 here. This looks like it's in a little better condition, but it's still questionable. So, what do we have? We have a 2019. So I noticed this thing, it's complete, no rusty deck. Wheels need to be, oh, they're way at the top hole. So this thing is scalping the grass. The wheels need to be moved down to the bottom hole, which will raise the deck. So the deal is I noticed the plug wire was off, and I looked at the plug. It was screwed out halfway, and I noticed it was an AGM. Never heard of it. Sounds like it's a Chinese thing. Chrome plating here is pitting. So I pull it out, and there's no air gap. So I'm not sure if this is the wrong plug for this. The piston was banging it, or if Harvey, the homeowner, took it out, didn't know it needed an air gap, and put it halfway in. So not sure. This would not have come with a China plug. It would have been a Champion RC12YC. So I just snatched the proper plug out of this weed eater. We looked at this last week. It had been flooded. The oil had water in it. I just drained that out. McRae, Georgia weed eater by MTD. So I'm going to put a batch of used oil in it, run it for 5 minutes or so, let that attract all the moisture in the crankcase, dump that, and then we'll do a new batch of oil. So let's keep moving on this 2019. Okay, I got a clip up there. I know the plug is good. Let me just rest it on the muffler guard and just see if this coil's working. Just ground it out. Let me get my big head in the way. Okay. Let's celebrate 50 plus 9. Keep motivated here. Let me have a celebratory drink. So Clucky's excited about this one. This one still has the warning instructions on the tank. So let's see what this thing can do for us. Let me just pull this over and see if there's anything that comes out. A little bit of oil came out of the spark plug hole. 5/8 plug socket. Let's put this on. I want to get this yard machine going and just not have to take the engine off for another project. I want this Bolens to start so I can scrap that green deck and put it on the hyper crap. Okay, tighten that down. That's good and tight. Put the plug wire on. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so what can we do? You want to do a fuel sample, or do we think it was just this screwed up aftermarket plug? And I really don't like it so low, but we're on concrete. It's not going to hit anything. Okay, invisible filter. Those are the best kind. A lot of cobwebs, so this thing was sitting. It's got something in there. Okay, let me just pull and go. Oh, almost kicked off. Almost there. Clucky, sorry. Well, it really wants to. We're going to put some starting fluid in it. Nitro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do something with this. Ooh, oh boy, you could see that. Oh, 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 that stinks. That's varnish right down the middle. Oh, that stinks. Stinkometer's hitting it, boy. Cobwebs indicate this thing was sitting and the gas shows it. We got varnishy 3 to 5 year old fuel. So don't even mess with this. It one to kick off, but it's not going to get anywhere with fuel looking like that. So we're just going to pretend. I'm going to give it a big shot just to see how good the compression is. But I think somebody was screwing with the plug, and of course they couldn't get spark with no gap. Clucky, I would say we got compression. So the 2019, that's going to be our money maker. 60 for the batch. If I can get 120 for this, we're going to do pretty good. So we got the turd on this. Oh boy, power crap. Oh, Saturday is the really turd day, and this here fits the bill. So what do we got here? The deal with this thing is I got a block. I was going to try blocking it up like this. The front here is all bent back and broken. I've had a couple come in like that. Just real shit here. The plastic is so thin. Just moving it down the lawn weakens it here, and this cracked. So what did I find on this? What I found on this crap box is I went to pull it and all I get is clicky click click. So I can feel the pawls skipping. So the recoil is shot. So we may have luck on this piece of crap if I want to continue with it. I don't know why they stole the back wheels off it. But this thing was built, see, March, April, May, June of 2020, Amerisun. They have a one-room office in Chicago with one operator who will only take one call a month. From what I see in the reviews, can't even get a hold of their customer service. Putrid company. That's why it gets the big turd. So I've got a couple of these junk boxes with good recoils. I could mess with this piece of crap. Steal the front end off of it, wouldn't be hard to change. Recoil, see if it starts, and then throw a couple of rear wheels on it. They're getting better with these crap boxes. You've seen videos, mine and other people, this tubing cracks here and the pipe falls off, just really thin metal, and you see the crack right here in the plastic. I've shown you that before on these crap boxes. So we got a Honda Turo bag and a Troy-Bilt. We're going to have to see if this Troy-Bilt bag fits this no name. No, it's a Troy-Bilt. I just don't know what it is. Here, probably a 550. Well, that's a turd that I've never seen before. Holy smokes. But don't jump the gun yet. We still got to look at this Huskee with the Kohler engine. I ran the number because I couldn't tell it was a Huskee. Other than I found the model number here, McRae, Georgia, by MTD. Huskee is what it comes back to. And it should be a Kohler XT650 on here. So 2017. I'm looking at it here and somebody's taken the coil bolt, which also happens to be the bolt for the recoil. It's the tall one goes in here. The one next to it's the shorty that don't do nothing but hold the coil. Let's see here. Well, that's super stiff and broken. Yep, something's not right. That shouldn't be there. So where does that go? It goes over here. The pin's missing. That's right. Now it's coming back to me. Why is this thing jammed up? I'm just going to bend it because I can bend it back. Not that we're going to start it. I don't have the recoil. Or I'm too lazy to get one. We don't need that. But why is this thing jimmied up? There should be a little brass pin with a C-clip holding those stainless steel. Okay. This is just like totally uncooperative. This isn't moving. There, we just broke it free. Maybe it's so gummy. There we go. There, it should go something like that over to the choke. This thing's been sitting forever. We know it has been. Look at the cup. I blame the Kohler engineers too for not putting a small hole to let this thing drain. You keep these outside, this fills up. This nut's rusted to shit. If I had to take the flywheel off, it'd be a bear. So this thing's been sitting. Okay, what's this? Oh, we got a string here, appears to be wrapped around the blade. Okay, that's not good. Limited 2-year warranty, and it says Kohler powered here on the deck. So they put a couple of stickers on this Huskee. So I don't know. We could try messing with this at a later date. Okay, I see some varnish down there. There's no liquid in the tank, but it looks like it's got crud down there, dried up old gas. Looks varnishy. So there you go, 21-inch MTD Huskee. I've seen Huskee spelled 2 different ways, double E or Y. Maybe one's a Canadian version, the other's US. You smart kids and cadets got to tell me. Okay, the fuel line rotted in half. It's not even attached to the carburetor. Kohler brand. Carby. I can't really show you anything here. I just want to see if it's turning over. Okay. It feels like it's got compression. Yeah, so this thing might be okay. Couple of things wrong. Fuel. Maybe they took it apart, figuring they could find something wrong under here. Threw the cover in the trash, and the long stud went in the trash. I hate when they do that. Leave me scrounging for parts. Okay, let's move over to the Troy-Bilt. So far I'm happy. I'm surprised he didn't squawk when I only gave 10 per unit. Maybe he was just going to take what he could get. He needed to get rid of them, and I wasn't in the mood to spend a lot of money on more junk. So 2019, I looked at the tank. It's got the emissions control date on it, overfilled here. Deck's not bad. It's not shiny. You can see the plastic here. It's been sitting out in the weather. It's bleached. Wheels are bald, front wheel drive. Let's do a fuel sample on this one for shits and giggles. I'm only going to do that after I keep motivated. Let's pour the varnishy fuel into a metal can. Let's start fresh. Because I'm serious about small engines and mower repair. Okay. See, we got a filter. Oh, we got a filter. So that's a positive sign. Okay, let's get down there into the little bottom. Is that? Oh, that doesn't look healthy. Debris. And I pulled up something. There was something down in there. Okay, I left a little in there. If it's good or bad, we're going to find out. I don't see any water. It just looks kind of cloudy. Could be contaminated. I don't know. Both cables seem to be there, so why was this thing pushed to the street? Okay, blade doesn't look bad. We got a ton of debris down here. It looks like the Gulf of Mexico in 1982. What I mean by that is bales of marijuana. They'd dump them off the ship. Sometimes they would get missed and float up on the beach. If you were out at 6 a.m. walking the beach, you might come across some surprises. Okay, let's just prime it and see. A little bit of gas. We got a Champion RC on there. Oh, okay, we're leaking a little gas. Couldn't have over primed it with just a couple of squirts. Where did that gas come from? The little doohickey loopy for the rope is upside down. Let me fix that. I want a straight pull. I want all that energy going directly into the recoil. Okay, let's go. Kind of wonky on the compression. Did they hit something? Just feels kind of weird. Let me look at the blade. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They hit something. Yeah, they hit something. Shaft is bent. I'm watching the shaft. Even though the plastic guard is there, I can see it's not straight, and the end of the blade is, one is lower than the other side as I do my 360. So let's juice it. If it starts, it's gonna wobble like the dickens. So that's what it was on this one. Harvey hit a rock. And maybe let this thing sit before giving up. We got a dirty turd now. So it fired off on the crappy gas that's remaining here. It had definite vibration. And what else? At the very end, I decided to engage the traction control just as it was stalling out, and the wheels did engage. So we're looking at remove the bent blade, try to straighten out the shaft, maybe bang the shit out of it as much as I can. I put a sleeve over the shaft, or I use an old adapter. Put that on there. You don't bang the shaft or you'll never get the new adapter on. So carb clean. So this might have some potential for us with a little bit of work. The dirty turd seemed to have came through. Maybe I'll remove these 3 brackets for the cage. Looks like the cage rusted off or fell off, because this doesn't look good here. It looks like something's missing, and it is missing. Okay, that's the show for today. That's Sat-Turd-Day's episode. So I'll probably do another one tomorrow. I'll do something for Sunday, maybe get up, get motivated, and throw one at you. Maybe I'll take one of these crap boxes and start working on it, see what we can do. Clucky's ready to go. I'll be super motivated first thing. We'll do something. Have a good rest of your day. Good rest of your weekend as well. And we'll come up with a plan. End of the week, going to make a big announcement. Maybe I'll get my son over here to help me. We'll do it together, possibly. I'm going to change some things. It's going to be a little bit different. Anywho, tip your waitress and wait staff. Adios, amigos.